Capricorn, how's it going? December 22nd to January 19th, Capricorn. Spirit, tell me something that's going to help. The collective. I had one Capricorn reading and I knew it was a very specific message. And it was about settling, and it just was not anything I wanted to share with anyone. Got Cancer energy here. So that's kind of cool. All right, let's do this. I'm thinking the first set of dice is going to be, I don't know. Let it tell the story, right? Not me. Wands. Knight of Cups on the side version here. Ten of Pentacles. Somebody's been working on their work. Somebody's been working on something and has hit the 10. Hit the top. Queen of Wands on the sideways here. Five of Pentacles. And Three of Cups, collaboration. And the Emperor on the side. One more degree. Yeah, that's not the Emperor. Yeah, it is the Emperor. So the Emperor is stability, power, and this is the end of it. The end of the dice. So the story I see is, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? Where's the love? I'm going to focus on my work. Pentacles are work, stability, homes, houses, that kind of thing. Queen of Wands. Feminine energy, obviously. Let's read that one first. The Queen of Wands in the bear with me. It's dark in here. Energetic, beautiful, charming, leadership, imaginative, charismatic, passionate, temperance. Taking the two cups, pouring them into each other. Learning to have the two cups and making sure you just don't spill a drop as you. So this is, somebody's working on things here. Five of Pentacles in the upright. I'm just going to read the uprights and say that the, things in the not so upright are being worked on. Or, yeah. Feeling of lack, unmet needs, refusal to help. It's like a hunger and fragile health with the Five of Pentacles. Three of Cups, collaboration. But let's see what it says. I've been doing a lot of work and now I'm ready to kind of join the world with abundance, friendship, joyful gathering, celebration, connection with others, enjoying the moment, joy, pleasure, and family. So the Emperor, doesn't matter male or female, we all have both energies, is, a strive of where to be, stability, power, help, protection, a big person, having reason. And so this one is on its side, so it's somewhere in between that and benevolence, compassion, credit, also confusion towards enemies. Who are your enemies? I just heard everybody's my enemy right now. Okay. So, here we go, Capricorn. Sea goat. Let's see what's going on. What do we got for the sea goats? What is this? What does this all mean for them? And, you know, what can they do to... What's your advice? See, the cards get really heavy. There you are. The devil, right? Abso-stinking-lutely. So, that's... What do you say? I'll just read it. But that's hilarious because that's your card. That's like the death coming out for Scorpio. That's just is what it is. The Devil Tarot card expresses the realm of the taboo, the culturally rejected wildness, and the undigested shadow side of each of us carries in our subconscious. The culturally rejected wildness and the undigested shadow side of each of us that carries in our subconscious. So the things we don't understand of the trauma, the things that we've been through, and how it subconsciously affects us. The shadow is actually at the care of the core of our being, which we cannot get rid of and will never succeed in taming from its earliest versions, which portrayed a vampire demon. What? The shadow is actually at the core of our being, which we cannot get rid of or will never succeed in taming from its earliest version. Okay, here. It's like the devil from its earliest versions, which portrayed a vampire demon. A vampire demon. The devil evoked the church-fueled fear that a person could lose their soul of wild and passionate forces. They could lose their soul in wild and passionate forces. In advice, the devil card advises that you show some spunk. There may be nothing to be gained by trying to be subtle or strategic in any situation. Assert your agendas, express yourself honestly, and let the chips fall where they may. Your best bet could be to express your true emotions, possibly even including anger. Acknowledge that you have whatever feelings you have, while it may not be necessary to act out what you feel in every situation. Accepting the power and the depth of your inner experience enables you to remain true to yourself. Well, I have no problem with that because I've just always been that way to express whatever it was, which is not good. Too much expression, not good. No expression, not good. The balance, temperance, cup to cup to cup. See, I'm going to make sure nothing drips out. What are the drips out? When you lose your mind. When you're just like, when you go off on people. When you're climbing it. With the sun in reverse. I'm going to put him right there. Let's see if I can hide the new dead tea. New debt tea. The sun in reverse. So what is the sun? The sun is, if you want to feel the energy of the sun, remember a time when it rained for 7 days and then you went outside and it just hit you in the face and you're just like, oh. It's like when you know, you know. When you're in it, you definitely know. And when you lose it, you definitely know. The Lovers in reverse. Temperance in reverse. Hierophant, 3 of Wands, and that 3 of Cups again. All right, so let's clarify some of these. So the 8 of Wands is, it's a climbing. It's a, it's the ups and downs. The wands are all The way Eight of Wands suits often shows a flight of spears, or staffs, moving toward the air in formation. Ooh. As if a hidden group of archers had let them fly all at once. This can refer to swiftly unfolding events, whether of unintentional or intentional design. There are also versions that emphasize the agricultural cycle. Because wands, what did I say that wands are? Wands are fire, creativity, speed, action, quick changes, new arrivals. So let me show you the card I'm looking at. There you go. So I could see how that would look like archery and what's either being shot or coming to. So we also see water. So there's emotion in there. We see land, lots of land, which is earth sign, which is stability of earth. I see a house there. And these wands just coming at you. In the advice position, it says, while the Eight of Wands, in this position, learn all you can from recent successful experiences. Take note of what worked before and what did not. You possess awareness as to how to effectively apply your imagination to shape the world in productive and anesthetic ways. Applying the world in anesthetic ways. So what do I know what anesthetic is? So you get a wound, you clean it, and that's the anesthetic. Applying the world in a clean, kind of healthy way. Thus, the testament in your talents may be revealed for everyone to see and admire. Thus, the testament to your talents. So finding success, things that turned out successful, if you grab them up and, maybe even clean them up a little bit in an aesthetic way, that will be your testament to your talents. And then they'll be revealed for everyone to see and admire. So I'm seeing that card. I'm sure that card's going to come out with the white horse and the wands. And which one is that? To be seen and admired with the Six of Wands, with the victory, reward, recognition. Six of Wands is going to come out. You watch, because I saw it in my head. Even if you had to leave it behind, you could start all over among total strangers and succeed once again. This valuable self-confidence makes you free to strike out in a new direction and not just cling to past successes and previous accomplishments. Instead of being stuck in the energy, oh, I didn't do that right, so it's going out on a new adventure and seeing, and saying to yourself, even if it's new, even if it's all new people, I can make that happen with the knowledge that I know. So basically, instead of like, you broke my heart, thanks for the lesson, or, learning the lesson from the things that happen. In the reverse position, the Sun reverse suggests that this is one of two cards that traditionally have no negative meaning. Perhaps you will choose to take extra care to humbly count your blessings and give credit to all that have contributed to your success. Perhaps you can create a program of giving, volunteering, or bringing as many people into your good fortune as you sensibly can. Satisfy your conscience that you are a wise steward of your good fortune. Basically recognizing with, I'm not in the sun all by myself. There were people that helped me and things that helped me along. Well, let's just reflect and say, thank you. And you don't necessarily have to thank. You just have to be thankful. Thankful to the universe for it. And the Lovers in reverse, Gemini energy in reverse, indicate that you are going along with a divided situation because you have a vested interest in opposition. You can't resolve the situation until you own up to your own double standard. Admit the resistance you feel instead of proceeding half-heartedly or with unspoken resentments. In such an important area of your life, you should not just go along to get along. So that is just, well, you heard it. So here's the advice position for the Lovers. Advises that you study your options and make the wisest choice. Carefully consider your long-term interests. There is no judgment on what you choose to keep from the array of possibilities before you. Just watch out for choices that will produce dissatisfaction and discontent. Oh, really? That's rocket science. Really? That's hilarious. So I just heard, wouldn't it be cool if like you had a phone just made for the universe and for circumstances and things, and as soon as that thing and circumstance called in, it just said junk, maybe junk. Anyway, like telemarketer, maybe junk. This may be a game. This may be coming from somebody who's playing. I just think that's funny. I don't know why I just saw that, but that's cool. Be willing to make some compromises. Then stick with your commitments you finally make. Trust your intuition along with your rational intellect. And once you make your choice, carry it out with conviction. And once you make a choice, carry it out with conviction. And with the choice of the Lovers, they take it strictly romantic. A lot of people do. The actual real meaning, it reflects the challenges of choosing a partner at a crossroads, and a partner in anything, partner in business, partner in crime, partner in love, partner in lust. Lust and hate is the candy. At the crossroads, one cannot take both paths. If you're at a crossroad, one cannot take both paths. The images of this card in different decks have varied more than most because we have had so many ways of looking at sex and relationships across cultures and centuries. I'd love to show you the card. It's just the angels bringing two together. They're in the sun. As you can see, the big sun on the top. So, yeah. And right below that is the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is about collaboration and about friendships, celebrations, and a circle of support. So it could mean anything. It doesn't necessarily mean lovers. And in this case with the Lovers, I believe it was originally upside down. I've already forgotten. I put it up right here. But They're saying that celebrating your circle of support, yeah, is, gonna help. Teamwork, commerce, expansion, and travel. Travel time. It's travel time. Let's, can we, you know what? Okay. Can we do the Eight of Wands? Can we get, like, a clarifying card for the Eight of Wands, please? Why clarifiers? Because cards have multiple meanings. Obviously. Obviously. Why the nasally? I don't know. No, nobody wants to talk today. I don't want to. Okay. Please. This is my oldest deck. It is a little sticky. It just... And then the energy... It's just... I don't know. This one wanted to come out. Temporarily financial hardships, negative change. That's why it was sticky. Because you didn't want to tell me. Nobody wants to tell anybody this. Feeling rejected, lost in the world. That the world is against you. I'm having struggles with the fact that the world is against me. And so that totally brings that whole, where are these swans? Think of them as arrows. Where are these arrows coming from? Why do people keep shooting arrows at me? So, that's the Ten of Swords. Like the Ten of Swords in the back and not really knowing why it's happening. Interesting. Not really knowing that maybe the energy that's being put out. And I mean, we all do that, right? So we're like, why are these people acting this way to me? Why are they treating me this way? And then have to say, okay, well, there's 6 people now. They're a little mad at me. Maybe I should go within and figure out what is it that I'm doing. But the card does not show you where those arrows are coming from. Tradition, intuition, traditional values, conventional conformity, marriage, commitment, religion, beliefs, knowledge, sharing, social groups, education, knowledge, beliefs, with the Hierophant. Okay. Number 5 might be significant to you. If you're asking a question, I'll tell you the... Yeah, you're trying to compromise. You're trying to end the conflict, end the struggle, reaching agreements, empathy. And antipathy? These old words, I'm like, setbacks, disagreements, petty squabbling. So this is the 5 of Wands. The 5 people with wands, and they're just like, just think of teenagers. Just think of teenagers and the things they fight over. And you look down and you're just like, really? Why are you guys acting like you're getting ready to kill each other? Oh, well, he went in my room. Or, and you're like, and that matters because, are you hiding something in your room? No. Did he touch anything? No. He's just not allowed in my room. Why? Because he's not. It's like, petty. That's petty, isn't it? Isn't that petty that you just really lost your mind over petty squabbling right there? The Tower. Resisting change, averting disaster. Averting disaster. This is what's keeping the sun away. Averting disaster. Avoiding tragedy. Delaying the inevitable. Avoiding loss. Time to pick up the pieces and start anew. Sometimes it needs to come crashing down with the Tower. That's the foundation. If the foundation wasn't right, you have to take, if the foundation isn't right, you have to bring it down. Yes, there's that caulk. Okay, go get a structural engineer, bring him out to the place, ask him what's going on. Oh, there was just a shift. If you put some caulk here, this stuff that's they use in airplanes that's super scientifically, bondable, and put that on there, yeah, it could work for another decade. But seriously, if the foundation isn't right, this is spiritual. This isn't money. This isn't limited. This is given. This is birthright. The foundation isn't right. Tear it down. Don't avert the disaster. Don't internally avert disaster. Well, I don't want to cause any waves. Well, you're just telling yourself not to cause them because, what am I trying to say here? That sometimes you got to tear it down to build it back up, right? And this is all just spiritually. So it's only internally. You're not God, and you're not going to avert a disaster. Whatever loss that is right for you will come back to you. Whatever loss isn't right for you will go away. Nobody said, you have to, for some reason, juggle plates. Why? Okay, sticks with plates. So you got like 8 of them, and you're just like, oh my God. And you're worried about the plate falling, one of the plates falling, and avoiding the whole disaster of trying to save that one plate, where all you're going to end up with is like broken plates. Just it's the universe. It's not limited. You can go get new plates. You could sweep it up and start again with just the one plate. And I'm going to really make that work out. That one, I'm going to learn how to just make sure that is perfect. Wheel of Fortune energy is like that. I don't know where this is coming from. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. But back to the foundation, and yeah, you can seal that foundational crack that you might have a root behind it, might have something pushing it, like a tree, and the tree is just going to keep pushing. And just putting that stuff on there. I don't care how strongly man-made, scientifically bonding that stuff is. It's not going to hold that, especially if something's pushing. But if you actually dug it up, cut down the tree, made it stop pushing, avoiding disaster. No, I'd rather just caulk that up and ignore that tree. This is very in the box thinking. So think of even the house in a box. Your foundation is coming in, and you're just going, oh, I'm in here, so I'm just gonna put that stuff on there and not see, the gutters are leaking water that's feeding it, the tree is pushing into it, but I'm not going to adjust anything that's happening in just that much of my circle. And then that goes right back to, where are the arrows coming from? So this was clarified to me pretty clearly. I have a lot of arrows coming at me, and I don't know where they're coming from. You're avoiding disaster, but it's petty squabbling. It'd be like you're focusing on the petty stuff and patching up. I don't know. I better check that part of the house. There might be something happening. No, I'm just kidding. There's petty squabbling, and you're focused on that. instead of that tree out there in the gutters. And it's easier just to see the whole path and see the bigger picture, because really all you need to do is chop down a tree and clean your gutters. Temporarily financial hardships, negative change in circumstances. Is it a negative change in circumstances? Who says so? The tree and the gutter? Because they don't want to be changed. But if it's hurting your foundation, you're going to have to figure out. Yeah, I think you got it. I don't know. Let's see. The sun in reverse. So they're telling me that it doesn't. There is no real reversal in the sun. 4 of Wands. You want happy families, reunions, coming home. You want stability. But you have decisions, stalemate, truce, sitting on the fence, crossroads, difficult decisions, painful choices, stressful decisions, opposition, facing your fears, being torn between 2 relationships. Well, being torn between 2 relationships. So, divided loyalty. That's definitely spinning plates. It's definitely spinning. Do you not think that the divided loyalty can feel that you're not giving 100%? Do you not feel that? That's definitely an arrow. That's definitely a couple of your arrows coming. Because whoever you're divided between knows. Whatever you're divided between knows. I'm going to focus 100% on my work. And then your kids are like running rampant. Or I'm going to like focus on, what if you just said, I'm only going to make sure that the pantry is clean. And nothing else in the house. Well, the bathrooms and everything's going to be gross other than that. Like, you have to focus on the whole picture. And not spread yourself so thin. And avoiding disaster. It's already a disaster. It's already a disaster. It's already a disaster. The Lovers, who are in reverse. There you go. This is a decision of which way do I go? And not wanting to make the decision. Ace of Wands, you want a new beginning, good news, physically starting something new, creative spark, new initiative. My new initiative is what? Finding new passion, accepting a challenge, not taking the easy road, potential talent growth. You're sick of putting band-aids on things. Back to that anesthetic. Where was that? What was the anesthetic for the healing? That's with the devil. There's a whole bunch more that goes into healing than just the anesthetic. If you don't see it, again, the big picture, what you don't see is, I'm going to just put the anesthetic on this cut and the Band-Aid and be done with it. But what your body's actually doing is a whole lot. And you kind of have to understand that whole picture if you're going to have a new beginning. Good news, physically starting something new. Action, travel, excitement. Getting in the game. If you not, there's the Lovers. Now that's the 2 of Cups. Partnership, unity, love, compatibility. But here we go with that 7 of Wands, a built, standing your ground, sometimes building a fence to protect yourself. Of course you're building a fence. You have all these arrows coming at you. I would be building more than a fence. Folding on your beliefs, giving up, giving in, admitting defeat, feeling vulnerable or overwhelmed. You have to feel vulnerable. And the reason why the devil is one of the symbols of Capricorn, the earth energy. I mean, a lot of us water signs and air signs and people who can be very, probably you guys think we're clowns. I don't know. But one thing we have to do sometimes is just go and stand and ground ourselves in the earth. And that's you guys, like the hub. You're supposed to be the hub. And it looks like someone in the collective here thought playing with people's emotions and how they playing in that realm of emotion and love and water and juggling created all those wands coming at you. But what I was saying is that you guys are the earth. You guys are, that's where you go. You go out to ground yourself. And sometimes it looks like you're a little too grounded. You're not seeing the whole picture. You're not looking outside at the things that you need to change. Looking outside at the things you need to change. Because you don't want the disaster. Well, if you keep avoiding disaster and not taking care of that foundation, guess what? It's going to come down anyway. And that's a tower moment. So folding on your beliefs, giving up, giving in, admitting defeat. I know earth signs do not like to be vulnerable. But you're not taking the bull by the horns. And this is where health problems come in. And it says it right there. Health problems. And I remember I saw that somewhere else. Meanwhile, like a water sign or an air sign would have health problems because they're overly thinking, they're trying to control the entire picture. A earth sign tends to just see this is my little space, this is what I can do to control it, and they could even just be like, ping, 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 like just get people out of this area. It's just hurt. While the water and the air signs try to control the whole picture, and then they just seem like just absolutely controlling and like they don't care about anybody. I don't know what that's about. Hierophant, it's about the traditions. You want tradition. You want something traditional. The Three of Wands. I already read it once. Teamwork, collaboration, expansion, travel. Then the Three of Cups. Again. The celebration. The circle of support. Temperance. The Wheel of Fortune. It's upside down. New job, self-employment, building, business, new trade, craftsmanship, quality, master, expertise, hard work. So you're focusing on your work. You're trying to have patience, at least in that. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's just bad luck, upheaval, disorder, external factors, lack of control, disruption, unwelcome change, delays and setback. Did someone give you bad advice? It's also about alcoholism and drug addict. One who looks out only for himself with the King of Cups in reverse. Someone who, okay, well, I'm feeling that and I'm going to go ahead and do whatever I can to not feel that, whether it be alcohol, donuts, anxiety medication. I'm sure I'll hear something from that eventually if people actually watch my channel. Can you imagine, like, I mean, this is how I see the world. So you go into the doctor and you're like, I feel like the world's crashing down on me. I have all these swords coming at me, and I need to figure out why I keep getting hurt so many times by so many people. Basically, the collective is just trying to hurt me. Okay, here's a pill. What you have is anxiety. Take your pill. What it's going to do is make you, pee purple, and you're going to have depression, anxiety, more anxiety, and you're not going to be able to eat. So you'll probably get really skinny and die. And wounds won't heal on your body, but you'll forget that there's a whole big world out there trying to tell you, hey, stop trying to juggle people. Don't play with their emotions. You're supposed to be the hub of the wheel of fortune. You're the earth sign. You're supposed to be the hub. Not going around the outside like, oh my God, this is fun. Yeah. And playing it day by day. Let me see where today takes me. Oh, she's cute. I'm going to go chase her. Or, oh, that looks wonderful. No, you have to have the hub. You can't play with people's emotions like that. You can't give 0.5% to 25 things. Is that right? You're supposed to give 100% to one thing. Or, I don't know. Well, the good news is that the tower's coming down. There's those swords. They got you. Completion. That's a completion. That's rock bottom. That hurts. I'm going to say right now, that hurts. I'm sorry that happened. There you go again. Concentrating on your work. Look at what I've created. I know. It's a good job. Fabulous job. Oh. No, you're not. This is not your energy. I'm not going to cry. Here's the story. Look at what I've created. At what expense? I had it all, but at what expense? King crashing down the tower again in reverse. Tower in reverse. Where was that? Let's remind resisting disaster, resisting change, averting disaster, avoiding tragedy, delaying the inevitable, avoiding loss. Because you worked so hard to get all that. Nobody, I mean, what was in it for the other cup? What was in it for the other person? I guess, I don't know why I just said that, but. And you feel like somebody took something from you. Actually, it was just, you were juggling maybe too many, and anyway, they're gone now. Eight of Cups. In the moon energy. Withdrawal, retreat, moving on, abandonment, or being abandoned. Focusing on your work, focusing on your craft. Okay, well, I'm going to really focus on my work then. And then the death energy. Death card. Scorpio energy. What is Scorpio energy? Transforming. Death and rebirth. Kind of, you didn't see the cup that was right in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Four of Cups. Apathy, unfulfilled. But it's like the universe is trying to give you a surprise gift, but you're just sitting there, Tree of Wisdom, sitting there against the Tree of Wisdom, looking at the 3 and going, that's not really anything that I want. But meanwhile, while you were looking and going, I don't want to avert disaster, I don't want to tell any of these cups maybe that, you know, I'm not really feeling this or whatever. We missed the one that was just coming right from the universe. Like, and then when it happened, you were like, well, they took something from me. Yeah, they did. The universe did. They said, if you're not going to appreciate, oh my gosh, that was a Taurus reading. Another earth sign. If you're not going to appreciate what I give you, then I'm just going to go ahead and take it away. Knight of Cups in reverse. There is no love. Queen of Wands in reverse. There is King of Wands in reverse. There is no, it's like, there's no love, and this ain't fun either anymore. Wands, I mean, to me, that's definitely a phallic type of symbol there. And, you know, just wondering where I'm going to put my wand. Ain't working for me. And there's no love anymore. But look, there it is, the Ace of Cups. I'm sick of being left out in the cold. Judgment. Love, the Ace of Cups. I mean, it's about love. It's about new starts. It's about new babies. It's about relationships, proposals, marriage. It's about the beginning. Like if you think about a marriage in the honeymoon stage. So that's what's coming, but you're not completely done, but you are. You're in the rock bottom. It just said so. It just said so. I need to know what the Five of Cups in reverse is, because, you know, it's about, I mean, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's about being left out in the cold, but it's in reverse. It's about looking at the whole picture and no person's going to tell you, you know, what you need and what you want and what you should have. That's the universe, divine, whoever you subscribe to, trying to tell you. If you're asking advice to other people, that's like putting the caulk on the foundation crack. Not looking outside and looking, oh, there's a tree there. Oh, there's the water, you know, damage thing. Asking advice from other people is like that. Not seeing the whole picture. In the reverse position, the Five would suggest that you should take a hard look at the situation and root out possible deceptions. Perhaps you are being deceived, or you are the one deceiving others, or just yourself. There may be a part of you that's so eager to believe in fairy tales or rescue fantasies that you would fail to check the fine print, or you would the fine print, or a would-be savior's credentials. A would-be savior's credentials. Okay, I'll say that in a second. It's time to start asking the hard questions. If you can't bring yourself to do that, then you cannot succeed in this situation. It's time to ask yourself the hard questions. So what was kind of like came to mind, I'll just say came to mind, was 18 people get a text. That's what the text says anyway. You're one of 18 people. I just won $25 million. And instead of keeping that for myself, I want to share that with 18 people. And I picked you randomly. I randomly picked you. You're like, delete. And then a week later, you get another one. Oh, I was randomly picked twice out of 18 people, out of everyone on the planet, because this person won $25 million. How many people fall for that? Now, on the flip side, I was once at a concert recent, and we were sitting in a desirable place, but to us, but not as desirable as what happened. And a woman comes up to us and she says, well, my brother missed his flight and I have an extra ticket. I have 2 extra tickets to go down to the front. Credentials of that blessing is a hell of a lot bigger than the 18 people getting 25 million, right? I don't know what else to say. I'm just saying that, you know, I'm not enjoying this energy. I've been in this energy. I don't want to feel it. I don't, I'm sorry that you have to be in it. I feel like it's the end of it, which is great, but that's your decision. Are you going to caulk it and, you know, have it come back and bite you in the ass? Oh, and go back to, I don't know why these things keep coming at me. Or are you going to look at the whole picture and figure it out? I have a feeling you're going to do you, and that's okay. And that is what it is. Thanks, Capricorn. 51 minutes. Jeez Louise.